What's going on YouTube? It has been forever since I've posted a video to this channel, but I figured now's a great time to drop in and say hey and see how you guys are doing. We just finished up our 2018 prom tour. It's been amazing. This year for our prom tour, we introduced a whole new subline for us, sold the Yorkvilles and got Baseballs. They are incredible subs, mind-blowing. I just can't talk enough positive things about these subwoofers. I mean, the full review is definitely coming, but they're incredible. Don't believe me? Watch this clip. Actually, before I show you this clip, so what we did was, this was the first weekend that we ran these subs in cardio mode. And essentially what that does is you flip the top cabinet around backwards. Baseballs makes it really easy. You flip a switch, and essentially it kills all the bass on stage and puts it all out into the crowd, to the point that you can literally have a conversation on stage and no bass. Don't believe me? Look at this clip from us just doing a quick sound check. We're behind the subs and it sounds like there's no bass, but you can definitely tell because these two giant water bottles just gone. Crazy, right? I know everyone probably has seen subs moving stuff around, but I'm telling you, these baseball subs are next level. They're incredible. What I want to talk about today is I get a lot of requests and a lot of questions about how we run our sound for our events. And it's pretty complicated, I guess, for really what it is. And I might be making this a lot harder than it should be, but we essentially run sound like this. We have our DJ console and we have our mic. Those two signals get sent to our PreSonus. I believe it's a 16.4.2 AI. We essentially run sound like this. We have our DJ console, whether it's our SZ, or currently I'm rocking the Rane 12 in 72. We go from that console, mono signal out into our PreSonus 16.4.2. We have our wireless mic signal that also gets sent to the PreSonus as well. The reason why I do it this way is with the PreSonus, our mains, which are either our KLAs or our K12.2s, our mains get sent to the tops, and then I use a subgroup out of the board to then send to the subwoofers. And the reason why I do it that way is because I like to have control of the subs, especially those big subs, because I can rein them in when I don't really want them hitting as hard, like for the beginning of the show, and then I can punch them up when we're ready to kick everything off. So the subgroup has the subwoofers, the mains has the mains, right? So the mic line, I send the mic signal only to the mains. That way they're not sent to the subwoofers at all, so that way there's no feedback concerns in regards of the subwoofers. Works out great. Now, what I do for on stage I usually have either a K12 or I have a K8. On my DJ console, I take my booth out and that goes to the whatever the monitors, the K8 or K12 on stage. I also send another line from the PreSonus to that monitor, or that booth monitor, K12 or K8, sending only the mic signal. And I put that on another subgroup so I can control the level of the mic only of our MC, so I can hear him how I want to hear him, and I can control the booth level from my console when I want to hear it or when I don't want to hear it. Now, hearing is a big thing. I recently have an issue where something's happened to my right ear and I feel like it's underwater constantly. It's swollen to the point that the ENT's trying to get it unswollen so we can kind of figure out what happened to it. Honestly, it's been abused over the years, and I've preached on here before about taking care of your ears, and I didn't follow my own advice. So I have gone back to wearing my in-ear monitors versus headphones. And it can be challenging because headphones are convenient because you can just pop them off real quick. You can hear kind of the ambient sound of the room, as well as, you can hear your cue in one ear and mix with the house sound, your mains with the other ear. So it's been challenging because they're not the easiest things to quickly pop in and out. So, and again, the IEMs I use they've been custom molded to my ear, so it's not just like an earbud that's you pop in and pop out. So, what I've now done for my IEMs is I take the headphone connection on my console, and I send that connection over to the PreSonus and one of the other channels that's not being used. That signal doesn't get sent to any of the speakers at all. I have a body pack with my IEM, so wirelessly, so I'm not restricted by a cord. I can move around a little bit and be, have a little bit of, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but not be tied to a super long cable for the PreSonus. So I have a wireless body pack. So on my IEM transmitter, I send an aux feed from the PreSonus. And the reason why I use an aux feed is that I could tailor exactly what I'm getting in my ears. So in my ears, I send obviously the headphone signal or the cue signal from my board that I can control from my DJ console, as you would with any other typical headphones if you plug them directly in. And then I send the vocal or the mic mix from my MC to my ears as well. Now that covers the basics, but the problem is I've always ran into with IEMs is not being able to hear the crowd. You know, when songs are going, whether it's Drake's God's Plans at the hot verse or there's other songs people sing along to, sometimes you just want to be able to hear it, so you can pull the volume down, let them sing, and bring the volume back up. And I will always struggle with the IEMs with that aspect, because I can't quickly flick one ear off or take them off real easily and be able to hear the crowd. So what we did this past weekend was we hooked up just a wired SM57. We ran it in one of the other vacant channels, left it on, and I piped that feed into my ears a little bit so I can hear the crowd. I can hear them singing along. I can hear them cheering. I can hear them booing. I can hear everything, right? The other nice advantage of it is my crew. And whenever my team comes up and they have a question for me or they want to say something to me, I can't hear them with the IEMs. I got to pop them out. So by putting that SM57 right at the lighting desk and leaving it on so I can hear the ambient room, they could pick it up and they could tell me something, or if I'm trying to talk to them, they have a way to communicate back with me real quickly without me having to pop these IEMs out, pop them back in. So that worked amazing, to the point that I might almost set up another one on the other side of the stage so that if my MC wants to run over real quick and tell me something, he can quickly just talk in that mic and not be sent out to the whole venue. So that's how it works for IEM. So just a real quick recap. From my console to the PreSonus, my mains go to my K12s, subgroup 1 goes to my subs. The mic only gets sent to my tops, does not get sent to the subs at all. The mic also gets piped into my ears, as well as the booth speaker on stage for everyone on stage with us, my crew and MC and whoever else. SM57 at the lighting desk gets piped into my ears only, again, all through the aux mix. That's the great thing about using an aux mix for you guys who haven't really experienced or worked with that, is that you can kind of tailor your tune or tailor what you're getting. So you can say a little bit more of the MCs, a little bit more of the crowd sound, a little bit less of your headphones, headphone out of your board for your cue. It's just really convenient. Hopefully that doesn't sound totally, overwhelming to people. But that's kind of how we run sound. If you guys have any questions, if you have any suggestions on how you go about doing this and it might be a little easier, definitely put them in the comments below. I would love to connect with you guys and talk with you guys more. I'm going to really push hard to at least start posting videos again. We haven't posted any vlogs, and believe it or not, we have all the vlogs. We've filmed everything.
It's gonna be some bad. 1, 2, 3, let's go. You don't want no problem with me. You don't want no problem with me.
The problem I've ran into, and it's just I'm making excuses. I feel like vlogs need to have kind of a beginning and end, right? So we always start the vlogs off, and we talk to you guys. We get going. We get to the event and we don't film any setup because we're running around like crazy. And it's hard to stop setting up to go film something and then continue setting up. So the guys that do it, props to you. I would love to know kind of your thought process and your process, how you go about making sure you get clips and this, that, and the other. Then we have tons of footage from the 2 homecoming seasons and I think the 3 prom seasons.
And baby, it's amazing I'm in this place with you. I just can't crack the code.
with commentary and everything that we've never posted. And the AC is not working in the gymnasium right now, and it is hot and humid and just nasty. So my wife said, go get a fan. Like any reasonable human being, I bought the biggest fan Home Depot has. I don't know whether to do like kind of a talk over where I talk to you guys and show you a clip, but there never has been like an ending like, hey, okay, this event's over, thank you guys for watching, yada yada yada. And so that's why I've never put the stuff together, because I feel like we kind of we kind of opened the door for the video and vlogging, but we never closed the door, and the story doesn't have an ending. So I don't know whether you guys just want me to chop up footage and just get your footage out there, whether it has kind of a story flow to it, or if you guys just rather me just post tips and tricks and stuff like that. Let me know what you want this channel to be. Let's get back into it. I miss you guys. Until then, thank you guys for watching. Keep mixing, keep doing your thing, keep striving to be a better person, and thank you guys so much.